Live and on demand from the WNY News Now studios in downtown Jamestown. This is WNY News Now.
And thanks for joining us for WNY News Now. Happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. I'm Justin Gould. Here's what's happening. New York's newest state senator says he'll continue to push to repeal the dangers of the new criminal justice reforms. Plus, the latest in the search for Chautauqua County's next executive. But first, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter's here with a look at our weather. Hey, Dakota.
Hey, Justin, and happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We finally made it to the holiday, and we've been showing this over the past week or so. We're making a little bit of progress here. We had another above-average day yesterday, so we can tick it off. 52 degrees was the official high, so our monthly high is still at 39 degrees. So we're still running about 10 degrees below average, or about 10 to 11 degrees below average for this time of the year, but at least we're going to tack on a little bit more as we go throughout the day here. So hour by hour through today, temperatures nearly stationary, not going much from where they are now into the lower 30s, and there will be the chance for a few rain and snow showers, especially early this afternoon, and then they will taper off later this afternoon into this evening. But big complex storm system, possibly for the weekend. We'll talk about it in a few minutes. Back to you, Jay.
Alrighty, Dakota, thank you very much. Our top story, State Senator George Borrello says his first priority as senator will be to repeal what he calls the dangers of the recently passed criminal justice reforms. Borrello, in a phone interview with us this week, explained that the reforms must be repealed before the first of the year.
I'm still calling on the governor, the state legislature, to hold a special session to repeal this as soon as possible. I signed on to legislation asking to delay it a year.
Now, earlier this month, Borrello was joined by several area law enforcement officials calling on New York State to repeal the recently passed reforms. Under the law passed in April, Borrello said over 400 offenses will not qualify for bail in New York after January 1. Many of those suspected criminals will be let loose onto the streets. Now, the senator also says he's working on his first employee tax credit plan that aims to assist single-owner startups to expand their operations and bring in their first employee. The plan would give a state income tax credit to any business when it adds its first permanent payroll employee. Now, in the first year, that credit would be 25% of the cost to employ that person. Well, Americans are having fewer babies. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says the number of births dropped by 2% last year. That's the fourth consecutive year of decline. The fertility rate in the U.S. also reached an all-time low in 2018. According to a separate report published by the National Center for Health Statistics in July, the fertility rate is below what's needed for America to replace its population. Teen birth rates are also down, but there's a rise in births among women in their late 30s and 40s. Well, Thanksgiving dinner, time for family, friends, and of course, turkey. And whether you are a gourmet chef or a turkey novice, cooking the bird properly is a key to a healthy holiday. Meredith Wood runs through 4 key safety issues to keep in mind when cooking your bird today.
The first key to a safely cooked bird is proper thawing. Bacteria can grow rapidly in raw turkey when its temperature is in the danger zone. That's between 40 and 140 degrees. Never thaw a turkey out on the counter overnight. Use a microwave, a refrigerator, or a sink of cold water changed every 30 minutes. While preparing the turkey, make sure to wash your hands and surfaces often. Keep raw turkey separate from other items so illness-causing bacteria doesn't spread. If you're stuffing your bird, do so just before cooking and keep the oven at temperatures of at least 325 degrees. Finally, the internal temperature needs to reach 165 degrees, high enough to kill any bacteria. And make sure you're checking the temperature in the correct spot.
You're probably going to check right in between the leg and the cavity of the body, and then also in the thickest part of the breast.
For today's Health Minute, I'm Meredith Wood.
All right, Meredith, thank you. That looks pretty good. And hopefully you've got the turkey in by now, because if you don't, I suggest takeout. Well, it's not only humans who are right-handed. Listen to this. A study in the Bahamas shows that a common bottlenose dolphin shows a clear right-sided preference. Dolphins usually make a quick turn before they grab their food, but in more than 99% of cases, they turn to the left, keeping their right eyes and right side closest to the bottom. The only one observed dolphin that broke this pattern, but it's still unclear why. Many mammals, including monkeys, humpback whales, and other types of dolphins, have been shown to have a right or left side preference. One researcher says 90% of humans are right-handed. Among animals, it's about 80%. That's very interesting. I know I'm right-handed, but the lefties of the world will tell you they're way more creative than us. So let us know, are you right or left-handed in the comments down below. Well, straight ahead, we speak with Chautauqua County's legislature chairman about his campaign for county executive. And later, Dakota is back with us with a look at our Thanksgiving Day forecast. Stay with us.
Live and on demand, you're watching WNY News Now.
Join us for Jamestown's biggest parade.
And ring in the holiday season.
Watch the Jamestown Christmas Parade and holiday celebration right here on WNY News Now's 24/7 streaming network and Facebook Live.
See some of the city's biggest floats and the jolly man himself, Santa Claus.
Plus the annual tree lighting and this year's spectacular fireworks display.
Festivities are presented by the Resource Center.
You can catch it all right here, Friday, December 6th at 6:30.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer, plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
Happy holidays from WNY News Now.
Want weather now? Download the WNY News Now mobile app and stay up to date on severe weather alerts. Plus, anytime hazardous weather strikes, stick with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network that keeps you safe. You're all in a tornado warning, so now is the time to go to a safe place, small room, lowest floor, near the center, away from windows. What are you waiting for? Download the WNY News Now mobile app today. It's free in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
Well, welcome back to WNY News Now. This week, Chautauqua County Executive George Borrello officially was seated as this area's next state senator. Now, the hunt is on to find his replacement. We spoke to current county legislature chairman P.J. Wendell, who is now vying for the spot. Wendell says there are several factors to why he came forward.
You know, I feel confident that I have the experience, I have the background, I have the knowledge of the workings of county government enough to step in and do the role that do the job that it's going to take. I mean, this isn't something where you can come in and, kind of work, find your way. I mean, I feel with my experience, it gives me an advantage of understanding how things operate, who to talk to, who the players are, and realistically, really how county government has been operating and how it continues to operate.
Now, George Borrello has worked pretty closely with the county legislature. It seems like that group of lawmakers in the executive seat, really have a good dynamic. Is that something that you would, could try to continue to do if they select you as the person to fill the vacant seat?
Without a doubt. And I think one of the things that we've looked at, and I know obviously the Republicans have, I don't know if it's technically a supermajority now, but I think the fact that we do have that large majority, 14-5, that we are able to work together. But that unison of the county executive and the legislature, I think, is what helps this collaborative effort as we move forward to run county government. I spoke to a former county executive, and they said it was always difficult when you tried to implement something. You didn't know what was going to happen with the county legislature because it was such a close vote. It was, 13-12 or 14-11. So it was always very, very challenging. And now, when you have a majority the way we do, you're able to get things done at a much better rate and a lot more confidence in the passing of these different projects and initiatives. So, and I think that's what is one of the reasons why I really was excited about, entering my name, is because of that great working relationship. And I've worked with these ladies and gentlemen, and we do have a really, really phenomenal county legislature. I don't care what letter is after your name. As a group of lawmakers, be it Republican or Democrat, we work well together. And I think that's what's exciting. And I know each one of these men and women. I've worked with them before. I've had conversations. We've worked on, different things. So this is, it's going to be a continuation. My seat is going to be down the hall instead of as the chairman if I'm so chosen. So I think that working relationship, they know me and I know them. And they know how I operate. They know what to expect from me. So I think that's going to be a really, really good thing moving forward.
And it seems like the issues aren't going to change, that much between, now and in January, when, we will expect to have a new county executive at least by that point. Certainly, with those issues, is there a certain set of things that you would try to make top priority, or would you just try to continue to travel along the path that Borrello has been laying out?
Well, I think that's like a double-edged sword. People can say, well, if we elect one, then what's he going to do? He's just going to follow in George's footsteps. There are some things that I've been approached by members in the community that I think we need to look at. And having, been approached by people, I think those are initiatives that I'm going to look at myself as county executive. But also, George has got a lot of things done, and he's got a lot of things that have been started. So I think to walk away from those would be foolhardy. At the same time, knowing full well that in this transition, the criticism could always be, well, he's just following in what George did. He's just using what George Borrello did. Rightfully so. I mean, one of those things is he's got some great ideas. Why would you throw them aside? You don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. I mean, there's some great things. And in the end of the day, this is a step forward for Chautauqua County. So I've always been under the impression if you want to move forward in progress, it doesn't matter who takes credit for it. We move these initiatives, whether they're mine or George's. I mean, there may be something that George had going that I'm going to push forward, or there may be something that I have that I'm going to push forward. At the end of the day, what really matters is what is taking place. Is this the right thing and the best move for Chautauqua County? And I feel it is, whether I'm implementing brand new things or carrying on with some of the things George has started. Let's face it, these are huge shoes to fill. George, in his year and a half, 2 years, however you want to look at it, has done some amazing things. So he's laid the groundwork for continuation and progress. And, be it myself or anybody, there's some good ideas. And I think we need to look at those. And, I'm sure there are things that that maybe George has in the making that I haven't been privy to. But those are one of the things, as if this transition takes place the way it does, I am going to sit down with George and say, where are we? What's on the stove? What do we have on the back burner? What are some things that are on the front that, regardless of who the county executive, these need to be addressed right away. For example, you look at the front page today, Cummins Engine is looking, reducing its workforce by 2,000 people. I mean, off the note, I'm sitting right here in front of Cummins Engine to go down to their credit union. I mean, that's going to affect Jamestown. We're the Chautauqua County. That's the largest employer in the county. So you need to know how that is going to impact, people in this community, and that's huge. So, like I said, there are some great ideas that he had. There are some ideas that I have, and I think as we move forward, if I'm chosen, a combination of the two are what's going to be really beneficial for Chautauqua County.
Certainly. So how does that process moving forward work? We know that lawmakers changed it now, so rather than the county attorney just continuing out the term, they get to choose who's next. Are you going to be talking with them to try to prove that you're the man if other people come forward and say they want it too?
Realistically, the big, right now, the big, I don't know if you want to say onus or the big burden maybe is on the county Republican committee. That recommendation, as it goes forward, is going to be critical in the choice of county executive. If the committee makes a recommendation and you vote against the committee's recommendation, that's a challenge. I mean, that's a difficult situation because this is a group of several people. And, you have town chairman, so there's multiple towns throughout the county. So this could be a committee of 20 or actually I know it's more than 20 people. So one person is going to vote no against a committee of 20 that feel that this is the right person. So it's going to be challenging, but yes, the legislature will have the final approval. And looking back, as part of leadership and as part of the chairman, I was part of those discussions, and we thought about this at great length. Somebody said we may have talked about it ad nauseum. We've tried to find every scenario and play this out so the best situation comes forward and a very good candidate comes out of this. So with that said, reaching out to the individual legislators, I did reach out to my caucus and let them know my intentions. I think it's only right. As chairman, I've been very open and very transparent. And there may be a few that I haven't reached out to yet, but I will be doing that. But on the same line, I have reached have discussed this. So, once my name gets out officially, then I will address everybody. The new legislators, if that's the case, if this is pushed until January, the vote, or if it's the current legislature, then I will reach out to each one of them. There's very few changes, so you would have an addition of, Bob Whitney and Tom Harmon, but everybody else I've reached out to. And Bill Ward, I apologize, I don't want to exclude Bill, but Bill Ward, Tom Harmon, and Bob Whitney, so I will reach out to them as well. But if it's done in December, these are people I've worked with for the last 2 years, so they know me and I know them. So I think they'll be able to make a decision that they see fit.
Certainly, and it seems like time will tell as we move forward with that process. So.
Yep.
Thank you so much for spending time with us here on the phone, and I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
You too. Enjoy the holiday and enjoy time with family and friends.
And again, we thank Mr. Wendell for taking the time to speak with us today, and we wish him a happy Thanksgiving. Coming up next, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter. He's back with us with a look at our weather forecast. Stay tuned. Pronto Mart, not your average corner store. Located on the corner of Forest and Newland Avenues in Jamestown, Pronto Mart has everything you've been looking for. An amazing selection of hot foods, a large variety of premier headgear, and smoking accessories to fit any style. Pronto Mart, not your average corner store. Stop in and visit us today. Join us for Jamestown's biggest parade
And ring in the holiday season.
Watch the Jamestown Christmas Parade and Holiday Celebration right here on WNY News Now's 24/7 streaming network and Facebook Live.
See some of the city's biggest floats and the jolly man himself, Santa Claus.
Plus the annual tree lighting and this year's spectacular fireworks display.
Festivities are presented by the Resource Center.
You can catch it all right here Friday, December 6th at 6:30.
Wishing you a safe and happy holiday season. WNY News Now, the Jolly Team, where coverage comes first.
There's an old saying, there's no news in the newsroom. Well, it's true. The time I spend at the anchor desk is just part of my day. Most of our time is spent gathering stories in the community, stories that matter to you. We can't do it alone, and we need your help. When you see breaking news or have a news tip we should know about, drop us a line on Facebook today, email our news desk, or call our newsroom at 488-7226 so we can bring those stories straight back to you.
First Defense Weather, the Southern Tier's only live and local weather source. Now, here's Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter.
All right, welcome back. 63, Dunkirk, that was your official high yesterday. That felt great, but those highs were early. The temperatures actually fell throughout the later afternoon. 52 at the Jamestown Airport yesterday, 57 over in Erie, and 50 over in Olean. Hope you enjoyed it because that's the last day of this for at least a little while. Holiday traveling outlook. I actually kind of like this background. It actually kind of looks like NASCAR, doesn't it? All the cars zooming past the camera lens. Anyway, 34 degrees for tomorrow. Big deals, but no zonks. Another Let's Make a Deal reference for you. Saturday, some limited snow showers around 38. The majority of the day should be dry, but there will be the chance for a few snow showers. Sunday, another storm system coming our way. This is going to be in question here. We're forecasting lower 40s. This is right around average. The winds will come up again. Wind gusts possibly around 40 plus miles per hour with widespread rain. That's something we're going to have to keep an eye on as we go throughout the next several days. Let the bird cook. Nice and slow. I think 350 is a good temperature for a bird, or maybe even 400. So there's your temperature for the bird for you today. Temperatures are just lumbering where they are today. They're not moving much from where they are right now. And go for the big sweep on Friday. It's looking nice. Chilly, though, but no other hassles to contend with. And we're watching that storm system as we head into the second half of the weekend into early next week. First, let's show you where the winds are going. The winds for today are dying down. This is as we go through the afternoon. Wind gusts will range about 15 to 20 miles per hour, and then they'll ultimately just dip right off as we go by to midnight tomorrow. Wind gusts ranging here about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Not bad here. Now, let's take you through the snow that's coming our way. So you can see the snow that we had is all cleared out of here. So any snow showers end for the later part of today. Tonight will be dry. Tomorrow's another nice day, partly sunny skies, but temperatures cooler. But we'll zoom future scan out and go to a longer range model to show you the storm system. So this is it right here. This is going Saturday night into Sunday. What you see right here, this purple area is a mixture of freezing rain and rain and snow and sleet. And the big question is, how close is the storm track going to be? If it's closer to the region, it's going to be warmer. If it's farther away, it's going to be colder. So this is something we have to continue to fine tune. But you can see we're going to be in, now this is just one computer model projection. And you can see here, we're going to be in this kind of a mixed bag of precipitation. Now it's too early to throw out any terms of numbers in terms of ice accumulation. Again, it's all determining on the track. Closer to us, it's going to be warmer, and this will be probably more rain. Further away from us, we'll pull in the cooler air, so this might be all snow if it goes further away from us. Something we still need to fine-tune as we go throughout the next several days. So, of course, we'll keep you updated as we go throughout the weekend as well. And some of this is going to be good for the ski slopes, because obviously we're getting close to that season. Holiday Valley at 8 to 24 inches, only one open right now with a machine groom surface. And Hollymont has announced they will be opening on the 13th of next month. And more ski resorts will be opening pretty soon. All right, zone forecast, Lake Erie shoreline. This is where you're ending today. Not far off from where we are right now. Hold up, you shall not pass from where we are right now. So temperature's not going far from where we are today. Same thing when you work into the inland areas here, lower 30s here, not moving much past today. Now, in high definition and in turkey vision, the next 7 days of your life are coming up on the screen. 34 degrees for Black Friday. Go, go, go. Get those deals. 38 Saturday. Limited chance for that snow shower. There's the storm system Sunday and Monday. Bit in question. Maybe freezing rain Sunday night and Monday again, all depending on the track of that system. We turn cooler for Tuesday with some more snow showers both Tuesday and Wednesday. Sports is next. Don't go away.
Happy holidays from WNY News Now. WNY Sports Now is powered by Phone Zone of Jamestown. With the largest inventory around, we buy and sell our own merchandise at a price that can't be beat. Have a broken screen? We'll fix it. Learn more at phonezoneshop.com.
Happy Thursday and a happy Thanksgiving, sports fans. Don't overfill yourself on that turkey. Welcome back to WNY News Now. I'm Norm Rodriguez with a look at sports. Later this afternoon at 4:30, the 8-3 Buffalo Bills will be on the road against the 6-5 Dallas Cowboys for Thanksgiving football. This will be Buffalo's first Thanksgiving game since 1994, in which they lost 35-21 against the the Detroit Lions. The Bills will be led by Josh Allen, who has passed for 2,360 yards and 15 touchdowns thus far, both stats surpassing his rookie year pass totals. Buffalo also currently has a 4-1 record on the road, with their only road loss so far this season being at Cleveland 19-16. The Bills' defense is ranked number 3 in the league, allowing less than 289 yards per game. On the offensive side, Buffalo is in the middle of the road, ranked 18th in the league, averaging nearly 353 yards of offense. On Dallas's end, QB Dak Prescott leads the league with 3,433 pass yards with 21 touchdowns. In spite of those stats, Dallas is 0-4 this season against teams with a winning record and are 0-5 in games in which they have scored less than 30 points. The Cowboys also have the top-ranked offense, averaging more than 433 yards, and are ranked number 6 in defense, allowing more than 318. After this game, the Bills will take on the Baltimore Ravens at home on December 8th. Baltimore has outscored their last 2 opponents by a combined score of 86-13 and are on a 7-game winning streak. That's it for sports today. Back to Justin and Dakota.
Okay, Norm, thank you very much. Hey, don't move. I wanted to ask you, what are you thankful for this Thanksgiving?
Oh, I feel thankful for the family that I have and being here, of course. It's been a very fun ride for the last year plus, and I know there's going to be some more good things happening here in the future.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree with you more. Amen. I want to just let you know that I'm so thankful for you, for Dakota, and for all of our team here at WNY News Now. And I want to wish you a really happy Thanksgiving. And thanks for your hard work every day here on the broadcast. So,
you have a good one yourself, Justin.
Cool. Thank you. And Dakota, I want to give you a chance. What are you most thankful for this Thanksgiving?
Oh, I'm not even sure. Family.
Yeah.
Friends. That I'm alive.
Yeah, exactly. And, it's the small things. I totally agree with you there. I'm thankful every day that I can just wake up and I can go do something that I absolutely love. Mm-hmm. I think that is the most thankful thing.
And the best thing is, too, this is a quote I've heard a long time ago. If you love what you do, it's not a job.
You're right.
If you love what you do.
If you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. Mm-hmm. And, I just want to let everyone know that, I feel that way every day when I come in here to do the news and do these stories. And, there are some nights where I wake up super early in the morning to go to stories that are scheduled in that time, or even breaking news. I'm away from my family at night sometimes with breaking, and we all are. Mm-hmm. You are with the weather, Norm with sports reporting, our producers, journalists at the Post-Journal, at the radio stations, at our partner News 4. Mm-hmm. This takes a lot, and I just want to let everyone know that I'm so grateful to be able to allow to do this.
Yeah.
And and I'm so grateful for my family for supporting me. My wonderful girlfriend Mackenzie, my mom, my stepfather, my sister, my grandparents, extended family. It's amazing to be able to do this. Mm-hmm. And I want to let you know, Dakota, I'm so thankful to be with you every day because I have a lot of fun here on this broadcast with you. And for you folks at home. Without you, we couldn't do it. Mm-hmm. We couldn't do it without you. So thank you so much for tuning in.
And, I've kind of mentioned it before that, I guess you kind of hit the nail on the head. I mean, it's very hard to do this job because it's long, hard hours where, and it's like, not a lot of families are kind of understanding of that, or not a lot of spouses are understanding of that because, it's like, for example, I'll say it, I'm single, so ladies, go
hit
ahead.
him up. No, for real. Here,
on the Twitter.
Yeah, at Hunters WX.
Yes.
You can call them right now at 716.
Yeah, let's not do this.
533.
No. But anyway, it's like, my family, for example. It's like, I am never home with my family. What's with that weird face?
Would you hate me if I did that? You'd have to change your number.
Yeah, I'd change it in a heartbeat. But, essentially, during severe weather or during, even during severe winter weather, I'm never home. Because it's like, I'm always here. And it's like, that takes a lot out of a family. So, my family is what I call severe weather widows.
Yeah.
Because, I'm never home. But, they know what to do. If there's a tornado warning and they're in the Polygon, I mean, they've got the weather radio app on their phone and all that stuff. They know what to do. They know their safe place. And so, I mean, I don't worry about them too much. But it's hard.
Yeah, it is. And, we just want to let everyone know that, we're thankful for them and certainly let us know what you're thankful for in the comments below. One final thing before we do go on this Thanksgiving. Our producer is demanding me to say this. If you want to call Dakota, here's a better number for him. 716-488-7226. That's our office number, extension 203, right to his desk.
Yeah.
Dakota will be out for the rest of the day, just to let you know.
No, I'll be here.
No, we're going home after this. I'm taking you with me.
Well, you see,
I'm taking him with me.
I mean, you know, the weather people never get the internal memo notes, so.
Hey, enjoy the rest of your day, Mr. Hunter. That'll do it for us today. News continues 24/7, WNYNewsNow.com. We're working for you all the time. So download our mobile app. Just search WNY News Now in the Apple App Store, Google Play Store. Back tomorrow. See you then.